Oh my god, it's a deck that I've not seen. A deck that I've not seen anyone use. This is a miraculous day. Join me for a miraculous occasion, guys. It's not a Traxxas. It's not Ragavan. It's not Kaya. Let's go. They're going to quit now, aren't they? They're going to quit. They're going to quit. Please don't quit. Dragons, instant and sorceries can't be countered. Well, that's good because we don't have counters. And there we go, guys. That's what happens when you face a brand new deck. You don't get to face it because they quit. Hello, welcome to the channel if you've not been here before, and if you have been here before, then thank you for returning for the second, third or fourth time. Today's video goes out to Vinny Chase, who is a brand new member to the channel. And when you become a member to the channel, every month you get to pick a commander deck for me to build. So yeah, this one's for you, Vinny Chase. I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget, if you'd like to become a member, just look in the details below and you can join and become a member as well. And maybe next month you'll get a video of your choice. So Glissa, Herald of Predation was the commander of choice, and I actually really like this one. The value that she can give you is really powerful, and it doesn't always feel obvious in a card like this, because when you incubate, you just create two innocuous looking tokens. It's only when they flip that you realise they can actually start hitting people and turn to creatures. So the Incubate 2 is the mode you want to do first when she comes down. And then when you have a few Incubate tokens, maybe 2, 6, 8 of them, you want to flip them all up and try and go in for that final blow at the very end. So you'll be switching back and forth between Incubate and Transform. She can give your creatures First Strike and Death Touch if they're Phyrexian as well. That's not a mode that we choose too often. I think you could probably build a different kind of deck around that ability, one maybe that's more aggressive, but we're going to go for the long game and get the tokens. So I've done quite a bit of testing with the deck, and I found that a lot of the other Incubate tokens, token card makers aren't very good. There's only actually a few other ones that I really like using. One of them is Traumatic Revelation. This looks in your opponent's hand. You choose a creature or battle, discard it. Then you incubate 3 if you don't do that. And we've also got Gift of Completion. It comes in incubate 3. And whenever a Phyrexian you control dies, surveil 1. So not the most incredible cards, but they're in there either way. We've got a copy of Parallel Lives to double the number of tokens, which can get really, really out of hand. You can win the game so easy with this Parallel Lives out. Also, the Nissa works with that as well, because she can make XX Phyrexian horror tokens equal to her loyalty. So it's nice, really nice synergy there. And I'd say the other special card that you should think about putting in the deck is probably the Ozolith, because this cares about counters taken off creatures, and then you can move those counters onto other creatures. And don't forget, these counters stay with the token even when it transforms. So it's quite interesting that they've made flip tokens. I do like that. It's a new ability that was sadly overshadowed by a lot of the other cool things in the set. So yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Obviously, we're using the new Foreign Klex and the new Shieldred because we just have to. They're absolutely incredible cards. But the rest of the deck list will be below. Check out all the interesting things I've put in there, but put a bit of Proliferate as well, just to put more counters on your creatures. Khan's Bastion can proliferate as well. So yes, Vinny Chase, I hope you enjoyed this video, and you can come back next month for another video. Don't forget, if you want to be a channel member, look at the details below, and you can really support the channel and boost my morale. And it's just great to know that people want to be members. It's really, it's amazing, to be honest. I never expected to have any, but now I've got a few. So thank you so much, and I hope you all enjoy the video. Okay, so somewhat flavorfully, we do have a Traxxas Fallen Hand, which can kill her. But yeah, I am kind of getting a little bit tired of continuously facing this Atraxa. I keep facing this Atraxa, the bigger Atraxa, and Ragavan. It's all I keep facing. It's kind of ludicrous, to be honest. Glissa, Herald of Predation, should not be facing those cards. She's no way near that power level. She's a 5-drop that makes 2 tokens that aren't even creatures at first. So I don't know, there's some weird algorithmic stuff going on here. Mind Spike. Okay, so there probably goes the Shaper's Sanctuary. It is weird that I keep seeing Mind Spike. This just goes to show that pretty sure some big influencer is using this, because it used to be Duress and Thoughtseize, but now I keep seeing Mind Spike, and my intuition tells me that this is deck list that this person has copied. Because it's impossible that we keep seeing a trend without there being some kind of manipulation in the zeitgeist. That's all I'm saying. This is uncommon. Wow. This used to be rare. Another kill spell. Okay. Wonderful. Love it. So, hand removal, removal. Okay. Just what we want to see. Wren and Realmbreaker. So this can make 3/3s. They can return a permanent card. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. Darkslick Shores. Until your next turn as well. That is ridiculous. Sword. Okay, now we have ourselves a good thing. So we could go attach it to the Gilded Goose, actually. Okay, so a Gilded Goose with the sword wins. I don't know. Yeah. We go first against Lily. Okay. I do like a Dark Ritual in my starting hand. But Mono Black is insanely powerful. But at least it's a different deck for once. Is it going to be Duress? Shambling Ghast. Ooh, okay. We could... What should we do? I don't know. I think we wait. If it was a turn 1 Cultivate, that would have been worth using the Ritual, but I just don't really like the idea of doing it there. Going to make us discard. Or get rid of this. That's absurd. 2 mana, discard 2. Well, it discards 1. And then you can discard another one to stop them drawing one. But it just feels just horrific. Let's cultivate here before they get rid of that. Okay. And then following turn, what should we do? Maybe Elspeth's Nightmare? How many of these cards are we still going to have in our hand? Oh my goodness. Actually, I think we'll get rid of the Ritual. We don't need it now, we've got 5 mana. So is it just a straight up... It's just a straight up discard tribal deck, it seems. Right, let's kill that. It's going to ramp them, but we're going to get to look in their hand later. Yeah, so now we're desperate to find an answer for the Lily if she ever comes out. Oh, gross. So now they're probably desperate to clamber their non-creature cards. Tergrid. Oof. This person really loves Lily because they've got Lily sleeves, Lily everything. Let's just get rid of this now because if they get Lily out and they lose that creature, they'll draw a card. So let's just stop that from happening here. Let's see what we're dealing with. Oof. Eaten alive. They've got no discard effects in hand. So I think we go for the Glissa here. Oh, it's getting a bit scary. We desperately need to turn these into creatures, though, to prevent Glissa from dying. Otherwise, we're just going to lose all the value there. Defiler of Flesh. Sure. And they probably swing because they've got Menace. Okay. So here's the thing. So we can kill the Tergrid, but what is the... Oh no, they get to They get the Saga, don't they? Oh, that's great. Okay, we still kill the Defiler, though. Because otherwise they're going to be able to cast the Lily next turn. And I think we still... Yeah, we still make these creatures. Okay, yeah, I completely forgot that. So if we have a Saga out, and it sacrificed, the Tergrid will just steal it. Yeah, that is pretty unfortunate. So now our only hope is to just keep making creatures with Glissa. And pray we get something good. Unnatural Restoration. There aren't any permanents we can return with this, so that is really sad. Let's use this. Casualties, please let us keep that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can't go for Shieldred next turn, so they can go for. So if they do go for Lily here, we can activate the Incubator to discard and mill 2. That is disgusting. That is actually disgusting, and I'm not happy about this. They've made a Liliana deck that cares about discard, but she doesn't. Oh, that's so disgustingly rude. I mean, we got lucky because we didn't discard any permanents. It means that Tergrid doesn't get either of them. Okay, I guess we just keep making... things. I mean, we're eventually going to get to a point where we can kind of just Alpha Strike them. Three, 5. You know what? I think I will attack. So if they do choose to block here, they're going to have to double block, which means we can kill the Woe Strider. I think we have to apply some pressure, and I think we just recast the Glissa after this. Interesting. So they are doing the thing I said. Wow. So they're doing all this before the Lily comes down. That is very interesting. Killing the Woe Strider is actually really legit because it means that... Yeah, they're not going to get any value from this Lily. I think this is... It's a greedy block, you know. Right, they're at 14. 4, 5, 6. I mean, what other cards in their hand could be... Something like a Massacre Worm would be really bad here. Okay, so if she makes a zombie...
Necromancer has a nice ring to it.
It's got to be a zombie, right? They're not going to just... Yeah, thought as much.
Smelly, but effective.
Traxxas Fall. That doesn't do anything. So I think we're just going to give all our stuff Death Touch and First Strike. Yep. So this is actually the third ability coming in really handy here. Wow. We actually beat them. I was not expecting that after losing so much value, but damn, yeah. So just don't lose hope, I guess. But that deck is pretty toxic. Like, it's secretly a Tergrid deck. The Lily didn't really do much, but my god. Okay, our starting hand is... It's not fantastic, but we do have the cut down in case they have any early slivers, which could be useful here. But then if they're not playing an actual slivers deck, then we're in trouble because there'll be more of a control-y deck, which is something I've seen more often lately, sadly. So the cool thing about Glissa is she's basically an army in a can. If you can keep her alive for a few turns, she can just turn the tables for yourself. And without much support in terms of creatures, she's awesome. She doesn't have any, like, the advantage she gives you is interesting because it's not obviously like in your face, but the tokens do add up. There's a lot of interesting bits of synergy with the tokens as well. For instance, if you're using a board wipe, your tokens are safe from them if they haven't flipped yet. So that's one thing to keep a lookout for. Man, they have just ramped really hard here. So we do have the Mortality Spear, so we can just straight up kill the Sliver if they do choose to cast it. Invasion of Zendikar. Whoa, they're going to get 2 lands when that comes in. It's actually kind of cool to see these. I haven't really seen many people use them. This is probably one of the best because it just gives you a 2-for-1, which is kind of crazy. So, kind of wish I went for the Gift of Completion here because they didn't actually play the commander, but I guess we could just do it here, or is it too risky to do it here? Well, we'll go for the Glissa, I think. Incubate 2 twice. So yeah, the opponent board wipes, obviously they just kill the Glissa, but we have these left over, and they're, as I said before, they're deceptively good. Don't overlook these. Here comes the first Sliver. Midnight Clock is a really good hit for them because they can just replenish their hand. And more ramp. So we're at a point here where killing the Sliver isn't a good idea because they'll just be able to recast it. Parallel lives. Whoa, okay. Maybe we just make some more tokens and just maybe we like literally kill them in one hit. Seven. If they attack into this, they get a creature, but I'm not that bothered about this. Also, we kind of get to Fairy. Let's give Glissa protection and hexproof before to Fairy. I mean, I think I know what they're going to do. They might bounce their own Sliver.
My responsibility.
We do have Indestructible, so they can't even attack now. Well, they can, but so they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana open with Flash for sorceries, or are they going to actually use this? Why did they return the Midnight Clock? Oh, that's really painful. So we're going to have to start again now. Right. Well, they got rid of our entire field. Okay, Eldest Reborn. I still think we go for the Midnight Clock, because that gives them the most amount of advantage. And I guess we'll kill the first Sliver and then attack to Fairy. It's not very glamorous what we just did. But there you go. We're going to have to remake our army. Oh, sad times. I mean, at least we're not dead yet. So the Eldest Reborn can bring back the Teferi, and then Teferi can bring bounce something else. Okay. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6 mana open. They're going to discard and draw 2. If they had a big creature in their hand, they could have discarded that and then resurrected it later on. Binding the Old Gods. So I think we kill the Eldest Reborn because it's going to make us discard anyway. And it's going to revive the Teferi. So let's get that off the field. They're going to Growth Spiral, okay. So it betrays the Sliver type because it's just a control deck. I never understood this build. It's just a bit boring. Like, at least when I made a sliverless slivers deck, it was changelings. Okay, so they're going to binding the binding. Sure. Do they just have us here? Oh wow, did they just miss with the Tamios? Guardian Project. Damn it. Okay, so we missed a land drop. That sucks. Yeah, it's not very fun having to face the same deck over and over again, and I do apologise to all my viewers. You know, I try and get you the games with interesting matchups, but people are just obsessed with these old cards. Real shame. So that becomes the creature they wanted. I don't know if I would have even bothered, because... So the logic is, right, they attacked us to get a creature that's going to attack us, but why didn't they just attack us for 7? Ah, well. Defiler of Flesh. Get to draw a card. Swords. Okay. So we get a land drop. They're going to swing at us for 11. Yeah, I think the Cleansing Nova has just won them the game here. It just got rid of so much of our utility. The Parallel Lives. Crazily good card. I guess we can just block the 7 and then just take the 4. Or there was a 3. It's the 3/3 up. Oh, I made the wrong one. Oh, I should have done the 2/2. That was silly. Okay. I don't think I want to block then. Oh well. Feed the Swarm. Let's go for Glissa. Get to draw a card. And I think I'm going to transform here. And yeah, we'll leave them back to block. They've got a lot of mana. Do they have a Sphinx's Revelation or something? If it is a Sphinx's Revelation, it is a bit odd to put in a deck that cares about Cascade, because if you get the Sphinx's Rev with... Oh, it's a Shark Typhoon. Oh, that's lethal damage in the air. Flipping heck. Okay, so we could just be dead if they manage to... I mean, we have the answer for it in our hand. Block there. Shark Typhoon, what a weird... It was literally just a 5-colour control deck in a Sliver Illusion. Shadow Spear. I mean, there is life gain. And an Omniscience, of course. It wouldn't be a control deck without the Omniscience. And a Vraska as well.
Stand aside.
This is probably one of the most... like bog standard decks I think I've ever seen. It's like military issue. Okay, so we kill this. Omniscience is kind of not that great without cards in hand anyway, so equip this. So if we go trample, we do something a bit controversial here. First strike, Death Touch. I think that's what we're going to go for. Because it means even if they block, the Vraska will still die. Because we've got Trample, Death Touch. So they're about to find out how Trample, Death Touch works here.
I'll remember this.
Okay. So now what we have to do is keep the first sliver at bay for the rest of the game. Because Oh, they're not actually going to attack. Interesting. Okay. Let's go for first strike death touch again then. Let's start pummeling with both. Because they can't I mean, they can block. Yeah, they can block, but then they can recast it again in the next turn, can't they? But, Let's go for the arena. So we essentially have the best attackers known to man. Okay, first sliver again. Come on, fingers crossed. Something weak. What is it? Is it Akira? Oh, it's a drawn from dreams. Oh, that's going to be powerful because they can then cast those spells for free as well, no matter what they are. So if they get something like an ultimatum or something, be very, very bad for us. Portal to Phyrexia. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, because we just lost all 3 of our creatures. This is just like topsaltycards.com. So essentially we need something like Casualties of War, really. Casualties of War might save us. Well, it depends what other cards they have in their hand as well. The Drawn from Dreams, wow. Time Warp. So now they get to reanimate something from the graveyard. Oh, it's only creatures, okay. Have they got no creatures in their graveyard? Huh. That's crazy. Ozolith. So we can block with an elf, maybe? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sure, we'll give it the spear. I could have gone for the Glissa, but I don't really want to go for the Glissa and then... So Glissa would have come down and then made 2 incubator tokens, but then we would have had to block. So that's not a great feeling, is it, really? Genesis Ultimatum. Wow, okay. Oh boy. Fun times. I'm going to try and reduce these matchups in my videos because it's just not very fun, is it, guys? It's not very fun. You all know what the first level feels like to face. As if they've got an 18-18 as well. So I don't think the Casualties of War would still not help, unfortunately. What would help at this point? Board wipe, they could just get them back. Extinction event. Oh, we can get rid of both odds. Does that actually help us here? Two odds. Okay. Have we actually... Yeah, we've used that already as well. Sure. So, we buy ourselves another turn. I mean, we're just going to die to the Phyrexian Arena anyway, of our own. We can get any creature. Not just their own. That's probably why this card's about $30 in paper. Probably, I think it might be even more than that now. I wonder if without the Omniscience would we have had a chance. Because everything would have been a little bit slower, right? Because the Drawn from Dreams would have given them 2 cards, but... Okay, so yeah, we're just dead because the Narset stopped us drawing additional cards.
No one is more prepared than you. Meditate and prepare.
Whoever, like... I'm not sure who designed this deck, to be honest. But the person to create a sliver deck, a tribal sliver deck that doesn't have any slivers in it, I think that person should be shot. Why? It's not even a fun build, right? It's not like a what-if scenario. It's just... Because it took no thought. It's just... Someone had a 5-colour shell and changed the general from Golos to the first sliver. I'm just being courteous here. I'm just letting them do their thing. We get one more draw. And what's it going to be? So we can't even draw the extra card to the arena. Or should I say that is the only card we draw. Yep, so completely annihilated by just stuff we've all seen before, sadly. Moving on to another game. Hopefully it'll be a better one. Okay, this hand is... It's not the worst, it's not the best. We keep getting this in our starting hand, which is odd, to be honest. So they're actually red-green, we have to keep remembering that. Red on one side, green on the other, but it still counts as both. So if you're new to the game of Commander, a Commander's colour identity is different to a Commander's colour on the front side. So it looks like red on the front right, but it's actually red-green. Lightning Strike, at least we get to draw a card for this. Bolt the bird, they say. Let's go for this, revealing this. And you know what? I will return the goose, because if we keep this alive, it means we can go for the Vorinclex next turn. And I think they might struggle to kill it, because it's got 6 toughness. Man, I really like this art. This card is really good. 4 damage to the goose. Oh my. So we're going to draw another card. Can you tell if they like Italia or not, going by their sleeves? Lol. Okay, so parallel lives. So next turn we go for Glissa. We get 4 incubation tokens. That's going to be good. Cabaret Revels. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Okay, wish me luck. Boom. So they play a creature, they get a creature. That's the logic here. Oh, okay. That's intriguing. They had such a good start. Kill, kill, Cabaret Revels. And then, for some reason, they decided to just quit. I guess they needed the 5th land because they didn't have any cheaper spells. But, yeah, that was... just look at our field there. That was only after 2 or 3 synergy pieces. But you can see the power of Parallel Lives there if you just rack this up every turn. You know, 4 every turn. That's 8 power on the next turn swing back. Awesome.
Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.